4 tips on becoming the best version of you when it comes to your career. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Nicole, your self-proclaimed life encourager, where my mission in life is to do 3 things: inspire, assist, and encourage you to become the best version of you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm here to give you techniques that you can use to become the best version of you. So if you are interested in these tips and techniques, then subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. For my everyday subscribers, welcome back y'all. I have something new for you this time. So today I'm going to talk about tips on how to become the better version of you when it comes to your career. My videos in the past have been focused on the better version of you spiritually, because I believe in the Bible verse, Matthew 6 verse 33, that says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto you." So spiritual growth is really important. But today we're going to talk about tips on how to be better in your career. But before I get into those tips, let me talk a little bit about my own career. So I'm an electrical engineer. I have a bachelor's of science in electrical and computer engineering. I also have a master's in business administration, focusing on management and finance. I have been with the same company for 17 plus years. Can't believe it. I started out as a co-op student. My current role now is an engineering manager level 2, where I lead a team of 30 plus design engineers, technicians, support specialists, co-ops, and summer students. There are 4 things that I like about my job. I like critical thinking, problem solving, and coming up with solutions. I like learning new engineering ideas or new engineering concepts. I like developing new talent. And the last thing that I like about my job is removing obstacles in front of my team so they can do their best job. And the 5th thing I like is I like my coworkers. They're pretty cool. We have a good time at work. All right, well, let's get into these tips. So tip number 1, be clear as to what field you want to go into. Do your research. So when I finished high school and I was going into college, my major at the time was accounting, because I love math, I love numbers, and that's one thing that interests me. But when I came to the States, I went to a tech day at a local university, and I was so intrigued by the electrical engineering department. And I say electrical engineering because there's so many different engineering. There's chemical, mechanical. By the way, my brother is a mechanical engineer. There's biomedical, there's civil. There's so many different fields in engineering, but I was intrigued with electrical engineering. So I changed my major from accounting to electrical engineering. So do your research and know what field you want to get into. The second tip is develop a career path. So when I started at my company, there was a very well-defined path for engineers. We start out as an associate engineer, a staff engineer, a senior engineer, then a principal engineer. And then at that point, the career path can take 2 paths, meaning one can go into a more technical expert level and the other path take you into leadership. So develop that path. Understand what your career path looks like in your field and write that out and understand what it takes to get there. Okay? Then the 3rd thing is to write a plan now and how you're going to get through that career path. How am I going to get from associate to senior? Or how am I going to get from the senior level and decide which path to go into, right? So when you write down your plan and how to get to the next level, it could be that you may need extra certification. You might have to go back to school. Like in my case, I knew that I wanted to go into leadership. So I went back and got my business degree, focusing on management and then focusing on finance also. So that plan also should be segmented. And what I mean is that it should be segmented into a year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan. So I knew that it would take me 5 years to get from associate to senior. So I had that plan. I knew what I had to do in terms of getting complex projects, making sure I'm on projects that showed my engineering skills. So that was my plan that I wrote out for 5 years. Then my 10-year plan, I wrote it out to say, as I said earlier, what schooling do I need? Do I need certification? So I was writing that plan for 10-year while working the 5-year plan, right? And working the 10-year plan too, because I had to go back to business school and get a degree, and that took 2 to 3 years to get that degree. All right, so that's tip number 3. Tip number 4, very important tip: get a mentor. Let me say it again: get a mentor. You must have a mentor. I don't care what kind of field you're in, you must have a mentor. A mentor is crucial in helping you to get to the next level. So there are different types of mentors, and I'm going to walk through a few of those types of mentors. The first one is someone that you don't even know. And how are you going to be mentored by that person? Probably by their books. They have conferences, they have webinars, they have teachings. That's a mentor that you don't know, but you follow this person because they're at their career level that you are aspiring to get at, right? So that's one type of mentor. The second type of mentor is a more formal mentor. I know at my company we have a formal mentorship program, and this mentor is typically a level or 2 or even 3 above where you are at and where you're aspiring to go to, right? And this formal mentorship program or formal mentor, I should say, is that you meet for 6 to 12 months, and you meet on a regular cadence. You're working actively on how do you get to the next level. And so it's 6 to 12 months, so not to waste the people time. You do that for 6 to 12 months, and then you can meet or talk to that person on an as needed basis. So if you have a formal mentorship program in your company, I suggest that you get it. If you don't, tell the company to get one, because that's how you develop new talent, right? And then for those who are self-employed, again, get a mentor that is in your field that you want to get to, and take them out to dinner, have a coffee or something with them. Or now that we can't really hang out, do a Zoom call, something like that, and just have that conversation. So this kind of mentor, if you don't have a formal mentorship program at your company, this kind of mentor can be seeked out. You can see someone and ask them, hey, can you be my mentor? I see how you operate. I like how you have reached that level, and I'd like to learn more from you. So you can seek that mentor out. The third mentor is more of a long-term and more of a friendship kind of a mentor. This mentor is someone that you know personally. It's not a 6 to 12 month, it's a long-term mentor and a friend, as I said. So this mentor is the mentor that you can call up at any time and say, hey, I'm going through this with this project, or I'm going through this with my team. How did you deal with it? Do you have any ideas of how I can deal with this? That's that long-term mentor. And to be honest, I have all 3 of these. All 3 mentors, all 3 different types of mentors, because they help you in different ways. Now, there's another term that I'm going to do another video on. It's called sponsors. I've heard about this term a few years ago. I went to a conference about 5-6 years ago, and I heard about sponsors versus mentors. Now, a sponsor is very important, especially if you're in corporate America. I'm going to talk about that in another video, so watch out for that video. All right, I have a bonus tip, and this tip, the reason why I have it as a bonus is because you can do it and it's a nice to have. So one of the things that my company let us do, or it's a training that my company does, it's called Strength Finders. So it's Clifton Strength Finders by Gallup. And it's a survey of, I think it was like 100 questions, and based on how you answer the questions, because you have to answer them truthfully, and based on how you answer the questions, it then rank your strength from 1 to 30, and then you focus on your top 5 strengths. Now, why I say this is a good thing to have? Well, when I realize what my 5 top strengths were, so I can tell you they're achiever, learner, developer, individualization, and positivity. How could I forget that one? So those are my 5 top strengths. And what I realize is when I knew what my top 5 strengths were, I was able to bring my best to certain projects that, you know, had to be done on a time base. I was really good at that because I'm an achiever. I want to see the check mark that this is done. So I knew what my strengths are, and I really played upon those strengths. One of the other things it's good for is the weaknesses. So those are your top 5 strengths. What about the ones that are down in the bottom 5? Those are what we'll call your weaknesses or not so good strengths. So I knew that those 5 down there, I'd have to work on them. And I know exactly if a project came my way that include me tapping into those strengths, then I would have to dig deeper into understanding or accomplishing that project. The other thing it's good for, if you're a leader like myself and you have a team of individuals and you know their top 5 strengths and you also know their weaknesses, then you can develop their weaknesses, and then also you can give them projects that played upon their strengths. This was vital to me as a leader. I was able to understand my team and understand what they like and kind of don't like, but also develop them. That's why developer is one of my top strengths. As I said, I love to develop new talents. All right, so I hope you got something from this video. I hope this helped you with you becoming the best version of you when it comes to your career. I'm going to do some more videos when it comes to becoming the better version of you in your career. Look out for the mentor versus sponsorship. Trust me, you want to hear that one. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and comment. This is your girl, Nicole, your self-proclaimed life encourager, where I am just here to do 3 things. Inspire, assist, and encourage you to become the best version of you. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.